Oh, it didn't skip. Well, I guess I heard like one extra note. How's it going, everybody? You hear me okay? Oh. Woo! Morning, it's nighttime. Hey, Barry. Are you the other side of the world? Must be. Woo! Happy Easter. That's right, Thomas. Happy Easter. How's everybody doing? Wow. Having dinner with the family. Have to watch later. I understand, Nick. I totally understand. Martin. Ooh, you're so close to getting first. So close. So close. We should count that for something, don't you think? We should at least give you, like, the choo-choo train. Happy Sunday. All right, Quindor's here. Renee. Woo. What's up? What's up? Walter, how's it going? Bobby. Does anyone have a 3D printer without WS2812B LED changing colors as it heats up? Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, hey, Frank's here. Frank's here. Oh, Vanessa's here. Hello, Vanessa. You like the masked squirrel? Thanks. You can thank Creative for that. He made it for me. C#. How's it going, everybody? Smart homemakers. Oh, thank goodness. Happy Sunday. Good morning from the UK. Tech Turtles here. Frank meant to wave. I'm sure he did. Woo! What were we talking about? I already lost track. Yeehaw! There's a big word. Yeah, here is a big word. 3. Oh, ooh, ow. Well, I totally understand if you don't stay very long, you fellas. I appreciate you tuning in from the other side of the pond. We're, as you probably, if you followed some of the Gen Chat and stuff, I have not been home until like just minutes ago. You aren't even live for 5 minutes. Already lost track? I know it's bad, right? It's bad. Try again. Wait a minute. What's happening over here? Discord is malfunctioning. Discord is malfunctioning. Malfunctioning. Whew. How's everybody doing? Have I had a good week? Good happy Easter Sunday? I've been up in Aidendale, Preston, Idaho since Tuesday. Oh, is there a video of how I make my videos? Oh, thanks, Raphael. Not really. Not really. I can give you some general pointers, but no, not really. I kind of just, and I can't say I stuck with any one particular formula for very long. I would say at this point, I'm not a very good video maker. Ooh, man, this week has been awesome. Have you seen the freaking beta? No, I haven't, but I will right now. Oh, wait, actually, we might as well update. We might as well update here. What's in the beta? Let's look at the release notes. So, my dang... Oh, did I lose connection? You guys, are you still with me? Did I lose everybody? Because it looks like my network hates Home Assistant again. Yep. It was there a second ago. All right, well, let's just check the release notes. Home Assistant Beta. You're still here. Okay, good. Because I have not, obviously, at this point, have not resolved my network issues still. I know. All right, let's see what we got. Automation debugging. Wait, why didn't that light turn on? Why isn't the thermostat adjusted? Why is the automation not working? This sounds like my wife. What is going on here? Is this a haunted house? Yeah, this all sounds very familiar. Very, very much. What is this then? Let's see. What does this do? Oh, what's that little triangle? What? So it lets you see where it stops. This is looking very Node Reddish. This is looking very Node Reddish. Stop config. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. Does it tell you like what's wrong even? Oh, okay. It gives you, it helps you piece together where it's gone wrong down here, right? That is crazy good. Wow. Wow. Street Whiz Tech, I'm glad you're here. Tells you each step and what happened. That is amazing. Oh, I love this diagram too. Lets you know, like, is the blue where it stopped? Does that tell you where it runs? Even for previous runs, oh, you can go back and look at, see when it didn't work and why for a different activation. When it activated, like, oh, why didn't it work yesterday? It's working today. Why didn't it work yesterday? You can go back to yesterday and look at it. Holy cow. Just when, I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Oh, blue is the one that is selected. Gotcha. See details on each step to explore what happened. Dude, that is amazing. That is amazing. Analytics. Don't be scared by the title. Today we introduce Home Assistant Analytics. Opt-in, privacy-aware, public and open source. Just as it all should be for our project. Ludias did an amazing job writing this new integration. You decide if you turn it on or not. However, we guarantee it's privacy aware. Doubt it? Review it. Everything is open source. Not open enough for you? Well, maybe you want to view the public results. Oh, really? Oh, let's check that out. Oh. Oh, cool. So this is what version people are running. The people that opted in, obviously. They're running the beta. And then whether they're using the operating system or a container or supervised or core. Oh. I'll opt in. That's easy. The updater did this already, right? The thing is, it's been broken actually. So while we had some data, it was barely usable, not actually usable at all. Instead of fixing the updater, we now have a better solution that better matches our project goals. Good. The update still exists. It now just does one simple thing, showing if an update is available. Oh wait, this is something. Did I miss something? Oh. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, filtering automation scripts and scenes. Categorizing things like automations is definitely one of the most requested things in our history. Oh, okay, I see. This became clear during last year's month of What the Heck, and in various issues, discussions, features, requests. Suggestions for labels, folders, and many more have been created. However, we already have some great categorizing features in Home Assistant itself. Devices and areas, that's true. As of today, you can filter your automations, scripts, and scenes based on the device or area they are put in or affect. Not only can you now show the automations that are used in your living room area, but you can also filter automations with just the ones that touch your thermostat. Awesome. So does that mean you can put things into a... What was that? Supposed to scroll down further? Oh, you mean scroll down further on this? Oh, look at that. Whoa. Oh. Oh. So this shows you how many people of these people. Wait, let's see. Okay, so this is the average number of integrations, the average entities, average automations, users. Okay. And then this is what are people, what are they using, right? How many of them are using this? Oh my gosh. 853 lines. Wow. Show internal integrations. Oh, That's pretty awesome. That's crazy good. Crazy good. I was going to ask about this for a second, Frank. This thing about devices and areas. So sometimes, we have a switch or a light or something that maybe is not part of a bigger device. I guess we just search for that particular thing, or is there a way to make it into a device? Would we want to do that? I don't even know. I definitely need to do some area sorting. Maybe someday we will get multi-zones when you have kitchen and living room as one room. Oh, you mean like combine them? So you have this area and this area, but then you also have like the first floor or the second floor, something like that. We don't ever stop asking for more stuff. We don't even give Frank the time to celebrate what he's already given us, and we ask for more. When you view the list of automations, you can now filter which ones get used. You can already put entities into areas, just not devices. This is great. What else we got? Z-Wave JS update. Okay, you can now configure each device. When you view a device in the Home Assistant front end, you can click on Configure Device to manage and adjust device. Is Z-Wave, are people using a lot more Z-Wave? Hey, Johnny. Add more. Oh, this is what you're doing. Trigger-based templates. Oh, yes. Trigger-based template sensors. Oh, dear. This release adds initial support for pretty advanced new feature that can be really helpful. Sensors that are updated based on triggers and the data that comes with it. So let's see. You got a webhook, my super, okay. Sensor, webhook temperature, state, webhook humidity. You can test this trigger entity with the following CRL command. What does it give you? You want me to just, I'm sure I can't just go to that, can I? I have to put in the CRL thing. It's not going to do me any good. Oh, what have I done? So, but this is saying, so whatever triggers the event here, it updates a specific sensor. Is that right? Z-Wave devices are more reliable than Zigbee. It allows you to push data into Home Assistant sensor using webhooks as one of the examples. So a sensor you create, you can update it. You can not update it, but you can give it specific data to a specific sensor. iOS shortcut supports URL command. You could update sensors based on phone activity. Oh, cool. Awesome. I can't really weigh in on the Z-Wave versus Zigbee because I have no Z-Wave and a little Zigbee. Not much. Send JSON data into Home Assistant to update entities. So does that let you... Well, I'll let you tell me what kind of examples, what kind of things are the best use of that. Z-Wave all the way. I always was hesitant about Z-Wave because you couldn't. Well, it didn't seem like you could. But it was, I guess, very open. It seemed like it was very limited. Maybe it still is. I wish Flick had a decent Home Assistant integration. I haven't tried Flick. I know. Paul Hibbert talks about Flick. Okay, you know how to update WLED via yes. Imagine the same with sensors in Home Assistant. Okay, so you can basically do. I mean, it's just one more. It's hard to say you can do anything, but it's basically one more way that you can do anything. right? Like you can, if maybe there's not an integration that exists for some thing, this could be another way. As long as you have, like, what does it have to have? It has to have the ability to send, something like that. This could make synchronizing iOS alarm clock with Home Assistant. I need to check this. All right, Kuba, you go check it out and let us know. You love your flick buttons, but getting them in? Correct. If you look at the integrations page, we already have 1,700 ways to do anything. Yeah. This is one more way to do anything. And now we have 1,701. All right, UI selectors for script fields. You can now use UI selectors for your script field parameters. This brings UI capabilities to scripts. It works both in DevTools services, but also in the automations UI. Awesome. Let's see these examples. Okay. Selector, so you're getting a number. And then selectors. Oh, this is blueprint selectors. So you can select areas. Device selector. So when you're writing a script now, you can use those selectors to write the script, right? 26 Z-Wave, 13 Zigbee. Z-Wave have worked from when I first set up. Zigbee I still have problems with. It brings the blueprint UI to scripts. Awesome. Other noteworthy changes. Much more juice. I don't know what lorem ipsum is. Xiaomi Mio, fan, remote control platform for Panasonic, Freebox, Devolo, add-on update service. Oh. Support for a list of known hosts to Google Cast. Oh, that's cool. Remote control support for Philips. Battery sensor for GoGo Gate. Force update to Tasmota sensors. Oh. Tado weather. Brightness step on multiple entities. Oh. MQTT name property and add icon support for MQTT entity. Ooh, interesting. Apply filter, record purge service, HomeKit support for CO2 devices, Apple TV entity, suggested area support, gateway, suggested area. Oh, interesting. So it'll say, oh, you should put this. Is that in the blah, blah, blah? All in all, the automation debugging is the bomb. I'm excited to try it. Not like I have any automations that ever go wrong. I wouldn't have to try it to somebody else's setup. Placeholder. Oh, some random Latin. Gotcha. OpenTherm gateway. Well, that's cool. Let's see if I can get my Home Assistant main to come back up. And negatory. I really have been procrastinating, still getting my blue completely converted over. It's kind of like I've been distracted or something. It's kind of like I've been doing other things. Yeehaw. If you have none that go wrong, I'll send you all of mine you can fix. I don't think any of mine go wrong. The kids and the wife, they say sometimes they do. I don't know what they're talking about. All right, well, let's update this one first. Let's do it. Oh, you know what? I don't know if this one's on the beta, is it? I don't think this one is on the beta. Beta. So let's plug the other one back in. All right. Vroom. You haven't even fired up your blue? So Jared added in this last release. Oh, extended MQTT. Gotcha. Allows integration to suggestion area. For example, Philips Hue already is area aware itself. Awesome. Samsung Smart TV. Wake on land working yet? Oh. Roku TV. Same issue. Can't turn on remotely. Anybody got any suggestions there for Jorge? Wait, what? You managed to get one and haven't used it yet? I think he's doing like, I think he's going to like, sell it for double the price. I did see a lot of people were getting them in the last, like a few weeks ago, I think it was, that there were a lot of people that were like, I finally got my blue. They were posting in different places. So it's awesome. It's gorgeous. Bought it just to support the project. Nice. You created another badge? Proxmox a good idea for a home assistant, or am I asking for issues? It is a good idea, Donald. If you have a machine that you want to run other things on, then yeah, it's still a good idea. I mean, I've done it. The issues that I've had with my sort of main, or what was my main home assistant, is not because of Proxmox at all. There didn't seem to be too many things you couldn't do. It's a little more tricky than, something like the Blue or a Raspberry Pi with things like adding a USB dongle or something, but it's not hard. And if you already have, like I started using it at the time because I had, somebody gave me a Nook, and it was like an i3 Nook. And I thought, well, I don't need the whole thing just for Home Assistant. So if I set it up with something like Proxmox, I can run multiple instances of Home Assistant, or I can run Home Assistant plus 2U Convert, or Home Assistant plus 2U Convert plus Ubuntu, plus what else did I run for a little while, like an Android emulator, something. But probably, I mean, you're not asking for trouble, but yeah, like Frank says, you just little knowledge, you'll probably need a little bit more direction if you're not really savvy on those things. But Home Assistant under Hyper-V, not optimal. USB support is lacking. Hey, John. Yeah, I at this point, it so changes, right? I mean, I would have said, before the Blue, I'd have probably said, yeah, that's the way to go. Or maybe hey, why didn't this update? Or maybe Raspberry Pi or something. Yes, Proxmox is a VM platform, exactly. No issues at all. Yep. I've been running mine for a long time too. Why doesn't that want to update? Interesting. All right, well, let's see if this one started back up. Okay, now we'll try to get to the beta. Beta. There it is. Update. Squirrel! Update Home Assistant already. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why we were here. Man, oh man, oh man. It's probably already updating in the background. Yeah, I don't know, but if I hit it 4 more times, it'll upgrade. It'll update faster, right? That's how it works, right? Just need to hit update 3 more times and it'll work. This next time, it'll work. Ameridroid. Has anyone got any experience of using them? I think they're all, maybe Frank can tell us this, but I think they are, all those places like that are all affiliated with the Odroid people, right? They're all resellers for the guys who make the Odroid. So they should all be reputable. Don't forget to enable analytics in the general settings section after the upgrade. I should see where I fall in with the averages. The average number of automations, average number of entities, that kind of stuff. Is there an HA switch plate for Europe or alternative? Well, there is not one specifically for Europe. I guess you could, I mean, it is pretty DIY, right? You can, what you would have to change is probably the power supply. And then, you know, you'd have to, I don't know how well it would fit in your box, you know, in a junction box or whatever, switch box, but you don't have to put it in the switch box either. Mine sits on my desk for the HA switch plate. So you can just, you know, plug it into a USB and you don't have to power it from mains. So there's that. You can do that. Connection lost. Okay, good. That's probably good. Wait, what? Did I not hit it? Oh, creating a snapshot. Oh gosh, no, that's going to take forever. Dang it. Read before you click. That should be a t-shirt. Read before you click. Happens all the time with the wife and kids. Dad, something went wrong. What does it say? I don't know. I just clicked it. Ugh. I can't help you if you don't know what it said. Ugh. Ugh. Well, we know Frank's been working on this. We know I've been up at the Whobbit Hole. What have you guys been up to? What's everybody else been up to? It still says pending update. What the blazes? What the blazes? Why is Node Red being so funny to me? Pending update. Interesting. You can't unclick a mouse. Once it's clicked, it's clicked. You can't take it back. No take backsies. Oh, they're both on now? Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you for somebody for doing that. We haven't done unicorns yet. So, oh, there it comes. Some stuff's coming back. It's blinding. Writing a thesis. Ugh, gosh. So, Kuba, what are you studying? What is your thesis about? Unicorns? Yeah, unicorns. You know, was that unicorns? Yeah, unicorns. Sure. Work, family, a good life. I don't know what PTL means. Trains? Trains for Frank. Trains with a semi-truck. Semi-truck horn. Where do I opt in there, Frankster? I could do it there. Oh, my lights just came on. Must be time for dark. Oh, yeah, it's 5 o'clock. Choo-choo. General settings. General. Here we go. Analytics. On. Where do I enter my passwords? Okay. Sweet. Can you see my data yet, Frank? Can you see it? the last chat with Lumencache was really interesting. You like that? Good. Glad to hear it, Sam. Yeah, I haven't been able to sit down and look through the plan that he made up for me yet, but we are like we are moving. We're moving on the Hobbit Hole, on the Whobbit house. We're moving on the Whobbit house. We're putting in foundation walls. It's going to be about another week. No need to type them in. Yeah, everybody already has them. You're right. There's like a whole GitHub repository. DrZzs passwords. Was I not supposed to post my Bitwarden directory? Whoops. That's fantastic, Vanessa. Glad to hear it. Philosophy. Topic is visual perception in terms of cognitive sciences. Hey, Brendan. Building a shed and a pergola for my hot tub. Got some great WLEDs ideas for that. Did I see your layout for that? I don't think I did. So now trigger an automation and check the automation debugger. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right. Let's find an automation because I don't even know what automations. I haven't added a new automation in so long. Feels like. I have a very narrow attention range. If you haven't, not me? No. What's happening here? AUTOMATION. Automation. Let's try an automation like. Oh, let's trigger this automation. Bedtime reminder. Sure. Why isn't it? Oh, you thought it would open it. Why so much trouble to me? So much trouble to me. So much trouble to me. Okay, bedtime. Never triggered. Well, pick the bad one. Okay, find a different one. Let's just go down here. Automations. Oh, the basement water leak. Oh boy, let's trigger this one. Well, that's run actions. Can we just do this and then? Oh. I don't want just run actions. I want to trigger the whole thing. What's this? Oh, that's history. Yeah, well, run actions. Oh, the little time rewind icon in the automation list is the debugger. Oh, sweet. Okay. So we can look at this one. And now, there it is. It's very simple automation. This is, holy crap, there's water in the basement. Call somebody. But this doesn't work. This doesn't work anymore. And I've never updated it. There's like one action. That's it. Okay, let's look at a more complicated one and figure something else out. Let's see. So much garbage. This is why I'm switching. Okay, let's try run actions. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh crap. Here, we better turn the dishes back. We better turn the dishes. Did you guys? You guys can't hear any of this, can you? So I activated this. Dishes are dirty. Here, let me zoom in so you can see a little better. Can you see that better? Okay. I activated this dishes are dirty automation. That was the one that I did when I was using like the image recognition to tell if there's dirty dishes or not. And it connects to Unifi and shuts down a bunch of devices. And I just didn't remember if it shuts down this one or not. Apparently it doesn't, because I think I'm still streaming. Right? Okay, so now that I've run that, we can go to the debugger. There it is. It's so simple. I want mine to be longer. This node was not executed. Trace timeline. Call service. Let's finish. Wow. You can't edit it here, can you? No. But you can edit it there. Oh. This one's not in the automations.yaml. I wonder where I did that. Is that the dishes are clean? So for this step, it's down here. For this step, it's right there. So you can see where it went wrong. Timeline trace. So let's see if it can find one that doesn't work. Let's see where it might go wrong. Oh, let's turn this one on. Oh, can't turn that one on. Can't turn that one on. Let's try this one. Probably doesn't do much. Yeah, see, mine are so simple. These like little two-step automations. Need some complicated automations. Come on, man. Make some real automations. Desk dimmer camera warning. Oh. Oh yeah, this was supposed to warn me when... Yeah, if the camera was... I set that up so that if the camera was... like, if I had this on and you guys couldn't see, then somebody could hit a webhook and tell me, my light would go on, and then I would know. It's history. You can't change history unless you're Dr. Brown, of course. Well, you know, or Doctor Who. Oh, hey, there we go. Now at least we got something with a little bit of something to it. Okay, so here's webhook. And it'll... Oh, see, I set this webhook. Okay, so what I did was I made this webhook trigger, right? And then I had a condition. So this is the condition. And the condition box says AB, right? So the condition box is AB, and the condition is, am I streaming? Oh, if I'm not streaming, that's over here. If I am streaming, then that's here, and it turns on my desk light. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, man. Frank streaming. Grace's birthday lights, girls' room doorbell, all these things. I got to get rid of all these hasp automations because we don't need them anymore. Christmas tree water needs refill. Let's try this one. Oh, see, it's just a simple, this happens, that happens. Too many are too simple. Window open when the quiet cool fan is on. Oh. Who's out of bed? Ah, here's another one with a little bit of complications. Okay. Please open some window. Frank streaming? Man, you have a lot of... yeah. I'm not taking it down. That automation is going to stay there. One of these days, that light's going to turn back on. Hey, Eddie, how's it going? Have I ever tried any of the D1 Mini Wi-Fi Module Plus 18650 battery cases? I have not tried one, but I have one. Had. had one. But the one I had was an ESP32. Have you tried it? I would say you're definitely going to want it to go to sleep, right? With the ESP, whether it's the 8266 or the 32, you're going to need some serious deep sleep to get it to last very long. Next time that light turns back on, you're like, why is that light on? I better check my automation debugger and see what happened. And then these are two things that happens. So what's the AV? So if it's during a certain time of day, this is cool, man. I like this. That's fun. That's really neat. More notifications. Why is Node-RED not want to update? Create a snapshot of Node-RED before updating. No, I don't want to. I just want to update. I plugged in this one device here. Let's see if we can remember which one it was. Oh, it's so bright in my face. Needs to be dark mode. That's better. Except now it's not dark mode yet. All right, let's find clients. Oh, guess what's sitting downstairs? My Starlink satellite. Yep. Or dish, not the whole satellite. I don't have one to myself, just the dish. But yeah, it's here. It is here. 56. Let's try that. Yes. Yes, and you can see this is the new one. Okay, so now let's go do this. I know I haven't even said what I'm doing here, but I'm doing something. Figuring that out myself too. Oh, what's this? Ooh, I didn't know about this beta release. Yes. It's a sign. Is it signed by Elon? No, but I'm gonna check and see if it is. I didn't look. Yeah, it would be impressive if Elon sent me a satellite, huh? I'm sure he would if he, if he thought I wanted it, right? Because, he's going to be like, oh yeah, DrZzs? Yeah, DrZzs, I'll send DrZzs a satellite. No problem. I just didn't know he needed it or wanted it. Not on the we want releases. Because there is a new release 2 days ago. WLED 12 is official. It's official. And now, because you can set the pins in the user interface, you don't need the LED pin 16 version anymore. Right? So I'm just going to grab this one. Looks like the only different one still is if you're going to use Ethernet. But otherwise, you've got 8266 and you've got 32, and that's it. And 01, because if you have like a Sonoff or something. WLED right there. Oh yeah, LEDs. How's it going, Quindor? You're still awake too, man? So I'm homeless. I'm home alone. I'm home alone for the next few days. So getting to bed is going to be hard to do. I may be up late. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's update this. Update. Manual. File. This one, the non-beta. I don't know if anything changed between the beta and non-beta or what. All right, thank you for subscribing, and there's absolutely no way I can even recognize one of those letters, but thank you. Drop the word LEDs, and he comes alive. It's like Aleka when I say toilet paper. She's like, toilet paper? You need toilet paper? I'll send you some. That was Arabic. Super cool. Super cool. Oh, what? Look at this. It's got like Easter eggs. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. How's that there? Who did this? Somebody tell me what that's about. Even now, you are still my light. This counts now more than ever before. So let's illuminate the world. This version supports multiple LED outputs. That's the big awesome. Pins and LED type can be configured in the runtime. Yep. Palette preview. Yep. Searchable palette and effects list. Yep. Instance list. Yep. Added 4 new effects. Caching for snappier interface loading. Added indicator for frames per second. Various fixes and improvements. So what's up with this? My Zoe! Oh, my baby. Hi, everybody. Hi. Is it just you, baby? So Zoe and Zach and Dawson and Holly and Grace and Mrs. Z's are all up at Aidendale in the RV. And I had to come home because I have to go to work tomorrow. How's it going, sweetheart? You guys okay? Doing good? I miss you guys already, baby. Sad to be home. But did you hear me just telling the guys it's going to be hard for me to get to bed because there's nobody here to make me go to bed? Having fun and missing me? Good. Good for both. Good for both. Did you hang out with the Palmers? Or are you guys back on your own? Everybody saying hi to Zoe. Sam says, I've actually started digging into DrZzs, and it's expensive to get started on DIY, but definitely going to be worth it. Yeah, it's not cheap, but it just depends on what you compare it with. There are some crappy LED controllers that cost less than a DrZzs. And there are some crappy LED strips that usually cost less, or maybe they don't cost less, but you can get some crappy LED strips. But if you get quality stuff, you're saving a lot of money doing it yourself, man. For sure. Oh, thank you, Raphael. Raphael says I'm the best. Binary Nexus, how's it going? Love my DrZzs, worth every penny. Can't wait till they're restock. And they'll be new and improved, right, Quindor? It will be new and improved. Because you're buying 10 or 20 at a time. Yeah. Checking this beta release. It's got the automation debugging I saw on Twitter. Looks so useful. Yeah, we were just looking at it, Shark Tamer. Were you just here? Everyone makes it cheaper. I was going to say you can. Oh, wait, were you DIYing it? You're doing it yourself? Like you're building them yourself? Is that what's going on there, Sam? You're building them yourself. Yeah, the problem there is, you have to buy parts for like 100 of them. But going with some buddies, you guys can share parts and stuff. In full testing right now. Looking great so far. Oh, so what I was just doing here, Quindor, this thing what's up with the Easter eggs? Do you know what that's about, Quindor? That's cute as can be, by the way. I love it. But the reason that I pulled this up is because I need to, I've got these things for testing, right? Like you sent me a couple of these, right? The external antennas. So I'm going to use one. I was going to use one for my main, front of the house display, and I got a couple others too. Don't be shocked. It's Easter. I know, but how did it get there? they must have been able to put that there. Like how? How did they do it? Anyways, I need to actually get some of these put up. So see, right, like here, why is it external preview Reddit? What's that about? Is that it? I wonder, I bet you that's it. Oh, no, that's not it. That's cute, though. These must be other things that I put in there. Oh, random background image. Oh, cool. Random background image. Oh, interesting. That's a new button I didn't see. It's the Easter Bunny. We had Easter up at Aidendale this morning. Oh, baby. Huh. Pretty. And then how often does it refresh, I wonder? Oh, every time you refresh. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, so pretty. It knows the dates. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Wait, did I set the dates in this one? I'm not sure I did. Let's look and see. Time and macros. No, see, I didn't. It thinks it's January 1st, 1970. Still eating all the candy? You know what I realized when I came home, Zoe? I don't know if there's any food here. Oh, Wi-Fi boards and soldering is the one thing you didn't get the grasp of yet. Oh, man, Kuba. I would love to teach you. Man, learning how to solder it's not hard. It really, really is not. I know it seems intimidating, but it's not. And it is so useful. Oh, my browser knows the date. Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. So that means it'll probably do other things for other holidays. Mom's making the mac and cheese. You're not born for 18 months, huh, Street Whiz? I wasn't born for 4 years and 9 months. Treated myself to a vinyl cutter. Oh, sweet. On its way from Germany. Loads of home automation stickers on my DIY builds now. Ha 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 ha. Meaning to get a soldering iron and learn forever. Do it, Shark Tamer. Do it. Don't put it off. You'll be happy you did. You'll be happy you learned. It's a so useful. So useful. I have a vinyl cutter, and I like it. I have so much stuff I don't use enough. I need more time. I was driving home today thinking, gosh, I want to live like deep into my 80s, at least, with a reasonably sound mind, you know. Yeah, no, you don't need to spend a bunch of money. So yeah, I've got the one here that I've got, this fancy guy. I would not buy one. I mean, if you know you're going to be doing a bunch of soldering and you just are like, what the heck? I'll spend $60 or whatever this costs, 60, 80, something like that. I don't remember. Then yeah, you can get one of those. But if you just buy, up until I got this one, I had like one of the cheapest Amazon soldering irons ever. And I used it for years. $15 or $30 maybe, something like that. Hundreds. You want me to live into the hundreds, Zoe? I would love to. If I live into the hundreds, that'd be great. Just buy a Heiko. My wife has a vinyl cutter and she loves it. Prints loads of things for her business. Worth every money. Yeah, the TS100, that's this one. TS100. I think there's others that are similar, but this thing's fantastic. Uh-oh. I wonder, so I want to see if it's actually opening the windows and doors. Closed. No, it's not. So I'm going to turn it back off. But it's hot outside. Look at that. It's bleeping 80 degrees. Uh-oh. I just heard a smoke detector beep. Ugh. 30-watt Weller from 1980. Nice. I just burned one D1 Mini, so putting off tinkering with hardware for some time. Fair enough. Pine 64 pencil. Ooh, that looks cool. Let's check that out. Is the TS100 a wireless soldering iron? No, you do have to plug it in. You can use it. It connects to just a barrel jack, like a 12 volt or 24 volt. And you can do it with a battery pack. Like if you can connect it to like an RC car or a drone battery pack and use that so sort of mobile soldering. I just keep a 12 volt barrel connector here on the desk. It actually charges a speaker when I'm not using it. But I just grab it, plug it into this, and go to town. I did a video about this. It's really cool. Taught Dawson how to solder. Going to make some LED backlit frames with vinyl pictures in it. Awesome. You can get a $5 soldering iron that runs off USB. Really? Wow. How hot does it get? Probably takes forever. LiPo battery with an XT60 connector. That's right, Leonardo. That's right. And this one has open firmware too. Does it have a display? Yeah, it probably does right there. Well, that's cool. Pine 64. It's the Pine 64 soldering iron. So yeah, it looks very similar. It's very similar. What's the cost on this guy? Go to the store. Oh, $25. Wow, that's cheaper. Next batch open around April 15 to 18. Wow, that's a lot cheaper. The Pine Sill breakout board. Dang, man, that's a lot cheaper. So yeah, go with that. Like that's way cheaper. $25. Because I think the TS100, I mean, I don't think you can get a TS100 for less than $50, can you? And if you buy it from someplace like Amazon, you're going to pay even more. $73. It's got a few things with it, right? So this one has a power supply and this give you some stuff with it. Okay. So, but even still, $25. It's hard to beat. So TS100 on Banggood. That is not a TS100. Don't be fooled. 45. So even the TS100 from AliExpress is 45. That is not a TS100. This one's 50 from Race Day Quads. 45, yeah, 46 from Banggood. And that's about as bare bones as you can get right there. So yeah, I would definitely check that out. You know what? And that's worth, I mean, gosh, that's totally worth it. I have a really old crappy soldering iron. Solder only seems to melt when I touch it with a specific point in the iron. Otherwise, nothing happens. That's a bummer. Mine usually go off when the kids are cooking. What is the estimated cost of international sale for a DrZz? So if you want it, it's $12 for shipping outside the U.S. So if you go to, hey, Keaton, if you go to Quindor's, quinled.info, then you can go to the preassembled page, preassembled DrZzs, and then if you go to the store, oh, there's probably none available right now, but anyways, down here you can click these. We still haven't. Unfortunately, Will is still really doing badly. Really bad. This allnet.china. So if you go there and you order, right now nothing's in stock, but once they are, it's $12 shipping, and that's for anywhere in the world. That's for anywhere in the world. For the US, and even for me, like if I send it to Canada or something, it's still $12. But inside the US, for me, it's less. Depends on where it is and even the time of year. Like sometimes it's more expensive, sometimes it's less, but $5 or $6 covers it. Almost half the price. Got to buy a couple of them. The main thing I'm not 100% is maintenance, as I keep finding myself retinning constantly. Oh. A lot of wiring, soldering for my work, an installer of wired home automation. Yeah. This is nice because, it is fairly, well, like this one is similar, but mine, it's so portable. It's really portable. It's kind of nice. And it, I love having the temperature readout. So like you were talking, I don't remember who it was that said they had a hard time with getting things to melt. I mean, this tells you how much what the temperature is, and you can adjust it and make it hotter or colder if you want. It's pretty sweet. Totally worth it. Cleaner tip, or replace it. Copper wire mesh sponge is great for cleaning. Yeah, I haven't been cleaning mine very well. I need to do that. Rian, thank you. You're welcome. Discovered your channel a couple weeks ago. Sent ADT packing with my home alarm system. Nice. Good. El Diablo. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I've got so much work ahead of me for redoing my home automation setup for my new house. Have you moved in your new house, Keaton? Keaton, check this out, dude. You got to check out the analytics for Home Assistant analytics. Home Assistant analytics.homeassistant.io. And then you can scroll down here. This is brand new. So it's only been a few days of collecting data. But one of the things that it gives you down here is the integrations. Is this you? No, I don't think it is. I thought this was yours. But the media player is going to be on there. I'm sure of it. Can I search them? No. It's got to be up there. It's got to be one of the best. It's got to be. Come on, man. But this, of course, is only a few people who have... This is so far only the... How many people? Oh, I guess we're in the 269 people. No? Yeah, total. 269 people have registered this. Oh, does it include custom integrations? That's a good point. The official components. Yeah, probably true. Not... I mean, maybe... there's more here than that. Anyways, I don't know. All right, see you, Vanessa. Have a good week. It shows the most used stuff, so that is helpful. What about good solder wire? Any recommendations? I ordered a couple from AliExpress and it was freaking disaster. Oh, really? I've only bought mine from Amazon just because I'm usually in a hurry when I need it. This is the stuff I've used. Fine solder wire. 0.6 millimeter. 100 grams. 1.8% flux. By WYCTIN. Made in China. Just had a pre-drywall meeting. Oh boy. You don't log that. No, doesn't show it. Oh well. Don't forget to like the stream. Thank you, Robert. Quindor's site has recommendations too. Oh, for solder? Yeah, it probably does. House is currently being built. Should be done in August, September. Should we look and see what's going on at Aidendale right now? Let's see what's going on up at Aidendale. I moved the Reolink camera while I was up there this past week. So there it is. Oh, you can actually zoom in too, right? Yeah. There it is. It's a big old hole. What you can see there, what you could see if it was better resolution, but rebar. See rebar sticking up there. It's windy as heck. Yep, but there's our road going down, parking lot, and there's that. And this is actually on a pan tilt zoom, so I can like turn it. You can see this is where the pavilion's gonna be. This is where our electricity is gonna come from. And then I wonder how far I can go. If I can turn, I don't know how far I can turn. Because the RV's over there. There's the RV. Hello, RV. There's Mrs. Z's and the kids. Zoe, wave to yourself. Ring, ring. Stranger DRG, thank you. Thank you. How am I getting temporary internet out there? This is actually 4G. So this is just like AT&T. In fact, I'm paying, this is just an AT&T SIM card. But I do have, oh, look, there's the kids on the four-wheeler. Look, you can see them over there. See that? There they are right there. That's awesome. You know what I bet that is? That's Zach. Well, maybe it's not. So me and Zach, we put like a trail out there. Is that a person? It's a little shaky because of the wind. Anyways, we kind of made a little route on the four-wheeler out there. So a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Anyways, can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, Starlink. Yeah. I have Starlink now. Dun 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 dun, Starlink. I have the dish downstairs, and I won't take it up there until we have our pavilion built. But my guess is we'll probably have that pavilion built in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, we should have the pavilion built. This week is going to just be putting up forms for the foundation walls and putting in the rebar for those foundation walls. And there's a concrete shortage. They're rationing concrete, believe it or not. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you like unicorns or planes? So unicorns or planes, or something else, or squirrels, or trains, or fat unicorns, or don't touch your face, or Dr. Pepper, whatever you like. Always strikes me how parts of America look like another planet. Does that look like another planet to you? Oh, thank you very much. That was Sam's finally getting his little thing there. If I lived near there, I would go there and just wave at the camera. So I've had people do that. We'll do the train for Frank. And then Andrew, you can tell me what you want. Looks like it would be Mars, brown desert. And it's starting to grow. Right now it's kind of everything's dead. You know, all the grass is dead, but it's starting to grow. It'll be pretty bright green in a few weeks too. It'll be bright green. It'll be awesome. So somebody went there today after I had left, and Andrew says squirrels. Okay, Andrew, you got the squirrels, and this is the one that I have to sing along, because if I don't sing along and make some noise, they give me copyright strike. We can't have any of those. Ba-doo-da, ba-ba-ba. Something was in short supply when we're building a house so far. Thank you, Andrew, for your generosity. And boy, do I feel your pain, Keaton. Boy, do I feel your pain. This is the first time I've ever built a house. It's not going to be the last, because if things go well, we're going to build several of these. Because I think people will want to rent it and stay in it, and we've got enough land, and might as well make more. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's funny. I had so many copyright notices lately. Really? Oh, like for the Home Assistant stream that you guys are doing? What did you put songs on there or something? Several houses. Well, several Hobbit holes, yeah. Several Hobbit holes. For sure. For sure. What was I going to say? I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, for your older streams. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, yeah, because some of even isn't like some of your Snoop guy and some of those things, some of that's going to be. So tell us the story of the person that came after you left. Thank you, Binary Nexus. Thank you for helping me. Huh? They want the quiet cool fan. The quiet cool fan is turning on. Let's turn it off. We got to go to another. I know. Let's just turn quiet cool fan thing off. How do I do that? I can't remember now. Well, we'll leave it on. Because I'm not actually opening any windows or doors. I think it's just sucking hard on there. Anyways, okay. Bang. Yes. So Janice called and said, that was weird. Some guy came, we have more than one camera, right? So some guy came up to the property and he went to one of the cameras. It was like the closest camera as you're coming up the hill. And it's just a camouflage trail cam. And she said he went up there to it and he was like looking at it. And she said he picked up some of the grass, like some of the hay stuff off the ground and just kind of dropped it in front of there to see, I guess, I don't know what, if it would activate or something. I don't know. And then she saw him. She said it just looked like an old farmer guy in like a white car. And so she got out of the car, or she got out of the RV to just go say hi and see who he was. And he just got in his car and left. Not sure that he saw her, but I mean, there's cars up there and the RVs up there. Like if it was one of you guys, like I know Joe Levi lives up there. So, and he's come by and waved at the camera before. But with the RV up there, I would have thought that somebody who really wanted to say hi would have come said hi. So I don't know. 3D printing your custom WLED audio reactive case. Andrew, don't hold back on us, buddy. Post it on Thingiverse and get us the link. Come on now. Really missing my device reviews with tech tips, no matter what the device so far is. There's DrZzs explaining it out. Keep up with this stuff. Thank you very much, Mr. Totori. Mr. Totori. Thank you, my friend. I certainly wish I had more time for making videos. This is how I'm glad I do this, at least to try and stay in touch with all of my buddies, all you guys, my buddies. Have a license for all the music used, so that is weird. Still need to contact the record company, but similar to the stream, haven't got to it yet. Oh yeah, that's right, because you use music from like is it like some friends of yours or something have a band? Right? I did have, there was a while there where I was getting copyright infringement notices because people just, if you don't argue it, what YouTube will do is just take your revenue from that video and give it to that person. So I think people were, for a time at least, against me for sure, they were making some erroneous copyright claims. And then if I didn't dispute it and if it didn't get resolved, then they were making the ad revenue from my videos. Can you believe that? It's true. The only way I could get WLED 12 to work was I had to flash 11.1 first, then OTA to 12. Weird. With fresh 12 on ESP32, no web interface. Would only say loading WLED UI. Oh, that's weird, Andrew. That is quite weird. Calling it a day, 2:42 in the morning. Holy cow, Nicolau. Have a good night. Thanks for saying hi, man. Have a good night. I got to make a to-do list. I got so many things to do. I'm never going to get to done. Happens all the time. Really? Yeah, that's crazy. It's awful. But it hasn't happened to me in a long time. So, time to hit the bed sheets. Thanks for being here, Frank. Thanks for your work, man. Thanks for all the awesome new improvements to Home Assistant again. You guys are fantastic. I will share the custom case design once I have it all finished up. Deal. Deal, Andrew. Is it for a Did Uno? To do? What to do? I have lots of things to do. So many things to do. We got to try and, I got a house. I got a Hobbit house I got to build. I got a Hobbit house I got to build. Send a 3D renderer of the room on Discord. Oh, do that? Yeah, that's cool. Of what room? But do it anyways, because that sounds cool. You know the other thing I got to do? Well, so Zachary has been a really good worker for me, and he spent a lot of time last year working on shipping out Dig Unos and Dig Quads, packing it Perma-Track, in boxes, hauling boxes of Perma-Track for shipping and stuff. And he's been a really good kid about working hard. Dawson has too. Dawson deserves a ton of credit. He's worked probably at this point as much as Zach. And because he's been working more lately while Zach's been more busy with other things with school and stuff. But anyways, Zachary has really wanted a bus, a VW bus, and we found one. And I went and talked to the guy and kind of gave him some money to hold on to it, and I got to figure out how to get it to us. But yeah, we bought a VW bus for Zachary to work on. It's just, it probably would run with a few minutes of work, but anyways. Speaking of Perma-Track, you guys still have back in stock yet? We have some things, Jake. What color are you looking for? I think we still have brown on the bottom, brown with holes on the bottom, and we still have probably white with holes on the sides. Yeah, so here's white with holes on the sides we have, and then I think we still have brown with bottom holes. Yeah, we still have lots of brown with bottom holes, and that's boxes. We have 104 boxes, and there's 10 tracks in each box. White with bottom holes. Yeah, we don't have white with bottom holes. Those were by far the most popular. So they're on the ocean. If you don't want to wait, you can get the brown ones and paint them if you want to paint them. Or you can wait a bit longer and, who knows how it is now. I have reason to hope now that the Suez Canal is open. I have reason to hope that the last shipping delay that we had when it took us from October until March to get them. So what is that? Almost 6 months, like 5 months. We shouldn't have that long of a delay. No, I don't think they really did get stuck in Suez. I don't think so. I think what happened with our last shipment was they did get stuck at a different port. They told me that it came in through New York for some reason. And I don't even understand why they would have done that, except that all of the ports were backed up. It was all COVID crap. So, a ship would pull into port in San Diego, and instead of being able to, do their customs stuff and start unloading within a couple hours or a couple days, it was taking weeks. And so some boats were leaving and trying a different port. But you think your Home Assistant Blue is on the Ever Given? Might think about the white with side holes, but we'll see. There you go. Make one choice, and I just don't want you to have to redo it, but yeah. We will have more white with holes on the bottom soon. Soon. And so the guys who are making this for us in China, the one guy that we deal with was sourcing it to different places. He's now bought the machine to bend it himself, or him and his other people, because he was making LEDs before, and he still is making LEDs. But anyways, so we basically have, I don't want to say we have a factory, but we basically have a factory. Like, we have a dedicated full-time machine in China, plus people to use it, that are making Perma-Track. So we want to have thousands of track in stock by August, by the time everybody really starts cranking it up. So yeah, that's true. They don't have to be on the Ever Given. They haven't gotten stuck. Hello, Reese. How you doing? Christmas is pretty far away, so no worries. We'll have it before Christmas, my friend. We will have it before Christmas, Jake. We will have it before Christmas. And if you put your name in there, which I'm sure you probably already have, but if you put your name in here, it will give you an email. As soon as we put it in stock, it'll send you an email. Okay? Thank you, Jake. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good idea. And you hear lots of stories about, oh, I had that idea and I should have done that or whatever, We might actually hit it on this. We might actually hit it. It's not quite Velcro, but we might actually hit it. So many features that no one would ever need that this must be in also. Just can't find it. What are you looking for, my friend? I used gradient effect normally, and then there is something worth of notifying in Home Assistant. We'll go with some rainbow stuff. However, when the automation delay runs out, it flickers to the next effect instantly. Okay. So you're running a WLED controller and you've got it. And you've got it run. So normally you have it on a gradient, but then when something happens in Home Assistant, it changes to rainbow, right? But when the automation delay runs out, it flickers to the next effect instead of going back to gradient. Is that what it means? Super noob user, what am I doing? I am just yapping. Today we're just yapping. I'm answering questions. Answering lots of questions. Home automation, LEDs, Whobbit holes, electric car conversions. We haven't talked anything about that, but you know, whatever comes up. Whatever comes up. I started taking my, I was going to do my, I think if I take this and get it all set up so that I've got one of these, right? This is one of Quindor's new external antenna ESP32 boards. Quindor, I'm sure, has a guide that says, you know, what you need to set it to. But if I go here, rest of the board specs, if we go here, then I can figure out which pin is connected to which connection. Power handling, voltage, minimum output. Real world chart. More components. Got to be a pinout somewhere. Not too long ago, Little Denmark has been here. Hi from Denmark. Hello, John. How are you? Thank you, Quindor. Man, you're still awake. The issue is that there is no gradual translation between effects. Oh, or at least I cannot find it without writing it myself. Oh. No, I think there is. LED preferences. Transition time. Right there. So it's set to 700 milliseconds. Wait, is that right? Yeah, because that would be 0.7 seconds. Right? So basically, bang. So if you want this to gradually change from one effect to the other, then set this to something like 5,000. And then it would take 5 seconds for it to transition, or whatever you want. What do you think? Is that what you're asking? No matter what you put there, it will go to the new effect instantly. Really? Enable palette transitions? Huh. Yes, he is, Dale. Yep, RGB man, he is sending out LEDs. Yeah, he should be shipping LEDs, as far as I know. Perma-Track, me and Mike is RGB man. We've reached an agreement, and we're going to be able to sell LEDs in a pack with the track. So the track, you can go with lights, and you can buy it all here instead of going back and forth between different, like right now you got to go to his site and buy it. And here for controllers, but we're going to combine it all in here. And we've got the factory guy to make us strips that are cut at 30 LEDs and then put some connectors in. Well, he's not going to put the connectors in. We are. A lot of night owls. Yeah, Eddie, right? So that's crazy. So, man, that's a bummer. Mr. Totori. Anybody tried this? Anybody tried this? Why this crossfade transition thing's not working? He says no matter what he puts in there. I don't have anything. I guess where would be my best bet for a test? Whoa. Oh, I bet that's because it got unplugged and it reassigned some stuff. I'm gonna have to go to my, I don't even know. I'm squirreling. So what was up with this Unifi data breach, huh, guys? All I know is it said, change your password right away. And I've been trying, but I haven't got there yet. Trying it, dang it. Okay, so that means it's not. It's working. So it must be connected here. Tell you what, I am not been happy with Unifi, guys. Not happy. Maybe it's the Dream Machine. It was only a problem if you had something in the cloud. I don't think I did. They didn't deactivate an employee's creds. Oh. Desk 79. Okay. Oh, I didn't finish what I was doing. Surprise! I didn't finish what I was doing. Let's play with this, though. Let's play with this. So, back LED preferences. Transition. Let's make this something like 10,000. Save. And then let's change. Yeah, it just instantly does it. I wonder what that's about. Have you asked in the WLED Discord? Did you try enabling that? I don't know if that would be a difference, but yeah, it's still instant. Yep, still instant. Man, I love playing with LEDs. LEDs are freaking sweet. So, I don't know if I told you guys this, but right down the road, seriously, within sight, like you can see it from Aidendale, is the house where they filmed Napoleon Dynamite, or Napoleon Dynamite's house. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, still just. Yeah, because that's slowly fading. Yeah, it's still. Dang, man. Well, data breach happened back in January. Just now released the info. Whistleblower states it's worse than they're saying. Most of the tech channels say just change your password, reset 2FA, and you're good. They didn't deactivate an employee's creds. Wasn't a direct breach. Hackers had access to everything. Ubiquity didn't have logging turned on, so they have no idea what access. Oh my gosh. If you have a Dream Machine, then you have a cloud account. I have a cloud account. Hackers stole all source code, so it's not only about the cloud. It can develop 0 days for the equipment itself. Uh-oh. You can make a local only account. Thought I have to look of the source first. Yeah. I would ask him in there, because there's got to be that. If that's not what that does, if this thing here is not about changing the effects like with a slow delay, then what the heck is it? If that's not what it does, then what does it do? Does the Reolink SG camera do RTMP? What is the SG, like money G? I can tell you this, Chris, the Reolink cameras, they do RTSP except for any that are battery powered. So my one that's up there at Aidendale is not an RTSP because it's battery plus a solar panel. I have the same kind of thing out in the front yard here, which is Wi-Fi and a solar panel instead of being 4G and a solar panel. That one also does not do RTSP. They also sell some cameras that only work with their NVR. And I have their NVR and like 8 of those cameras. Those are not RTSP. But with those exceptions, all their other cameras do RTSP. And it says on the site, if you are looking for one of their cameras, looking at one of their cameras, it should tell you whether or not it does RTSP. So this Argus, this is battery. So no. Argus Eco, this one might be. I don't know. I don't know if this one is Wi-Fi battery or not. 4G. Oh, so these are Wi-Fi. Oh, these are battery powered. So none of these will. None will. Reolink Drive for Reolink Go PT. Oh, interesting. PoE cameras. So some of these, personal vehicle detection, outdoor, indoor. So most of these should. These add-on cameras, I think these ones do not. These are the ones that don't. Yeah, these are pretty cheap. So you have to have the NVR. It's the 4 megapixel ones. And then now there's 8 megapixel ones. Those are new. So just don't buy the add-on cameras or the battery cameras. Yeah, so look, that's crazy. 8 megapixel cameras? Man. But all the other ones, so if you go here to PoE and Wi-Fi security cameras, well, that's security camera systems. So here we go. So the EO1, I know has it. And here there's EO1, a couple different EO1s. These are RCL. These ones I'm pretty sure do as well. Lumus, that one has a light on it. E1 Outdoor. I asked them for this one. I want this one. It makes it look like there's not that many, but when you look at these are all cameras that come with the systems. So anyways, that was a bit of a distracted question. Wanted to stream it directly to a website. The 4G cameras don't. Yeah, probably not, Chris, because they are they're battery powered, battery/solar, right? But if you let's see, back to this. Greetings from Orange County. Picked up a few Unos and a quads from you. Having lots of fun experimenting. Thank you, Mark. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you. And I'm happy to hear it. They are a lot of fun. LEDs are awesome. I have the E1 Zoom and that has RTSP. Excellent. Yeah, I know I have the E1 and it has RTSP. And then I have some of the others I have both PoE and Wi-Fi that are not restricted to the NVR, to a Reolink NVR, and those also have RTSP. 4G to do RTSP or RTMP. Thanks for the clarification. Yeah. No, 4G won't do it. If it's battery power, it has something to do with like having the stream active continually. Most of those 4G ones, if it's a battery, which I think they all are, but maybe there's 4G ones that aren't battery powered, but unlikely, right? Because the reason that they're 4G is because you don't have a network, a Wi-Fi network close. And if you don't have a Wi-Fi network, it's probably because you don't have power. So they're probably going to make it battery. I would say it's for fading static colors. Oh, maybe that is what it's for. Can I give you a quick rundown on this LED thing you're messing with? Just joined. Oh, sure, Adam. Yeah, sure. So, So LED. So if you want to learn or play around with colored LEDs, and I mean full RGB, digitally controlled, individually addressable LEDs, then you want to use WLED. WLED is the software that runs on a little chip like that, or, you know, it runs on these, but this one doesn't have one on it. Anyways, it runs on any of the ESP chips. So ESP32, ESP8266. And it lets you do everything you could possibly want with LEDs. It's really awesome. And it's open source. You can donate to the guy who creates it. His name is Air Cookie or Christian, and he's awesome. So what we're doing is we're just playing around with it. What I've got to do, so what we were trying to answer a question is we were talking about the transition between effects is why I was tinkering around with that particular one. But I've got one of these controllers on my house to do my all holiday LEDs outside. And I need to transition from the one that's out there to a different controller, only because I'm testing a new controller that has this external antenna. So maybe it gets better Wi-Fi connection out there. So, and some nano leaves. Oh, cool. What is the chips called? It's an ESP8266 or an ESP32. Now, the way to get them is with either a D1 Mini or a Node MCU or a Mini 32 or a 32 Node MCU or Dig Uno or Dig Quad. There's a lot. There's a lot, Adam. There's a lot. Have you done some of the LED stuff, some of the other LED videos? WLED question, how can I make a timed light go from 0 to 100 brightness in the morning and from 100 to 0 in the night without crazy API scripting? I don't suppose you use Home Assistant, Ivan, do you? Yeah, Home Assistant, Automation, Node Red, either of those. I wouldn't think it's too crazy. Come on now. Is it too crazy? Let's see what it would be like, okay? Let's go through it because I think it looks a little intimidating at first, but it really is pretty simple. Unifi in the Hobbit house? Geez, Thierry. I want to say yes, but dang, not if it's as crappy as what I've been using at home. I think the Dream Machine, the UDM that I have, the Dream Machine, I think it's junk. I think it's no good, and I need to get rid of it. Because there's no reason for me to be having as many problems as I've had. So I'm blaming the Dream Machine, and I bought the Dream Machine when it was pretty new, hadn't been out very long. So maybe I got a bad one, or I don't know. You bought a Bluetooth driver for LEDs, but it's limited. Yeah, individually adjust, but the app doesn't let you make your own patterns. Yeah, no. What you want, Adam, is you can do it. So this is a Dig Quad, so this will let you do a bunch of stuff. This is that little controller. This is an ESP32 controller. Where are you, Adam? Are you in the US? This is a D1 Mini. This is a booster board that lets you, it gives you some extra things. It gives you some ability to use different power types, like 12 volt versus 5 volts. It's got a fuse. It's got some easy screw connections. You can buy one of these and just connect it to jumpers. I've done that for a long time, but these make it so much better. No, DJ Roscoe, do WS2812B LEDs produce a nice warm white light? The answer is certainly not if you are up close. If you want a really good white light, like say you're going to do like under counter lights, or you're going to be using the light for like reading or something, then you should get the 6812s, SK6812 LEDs. They're more expensive. If you want to do that, plus do RGB stuff, because the 6812s have the RGB LED, so you can do whatever color you want, but they have a dedicated white LED as well. And I think some of them, I don't know if it's the 6812s, there may be some others that have they make even two different whites. So you can have a cold white and a warm white. Don't get the USG. Get the Unifi USG. Fix my problems. And then Robert says, don't get it. Nah, my whole network is Unifi, which both I love and hate because sometimes it really hates working the way it should. That's what I say, Robert. That thing is so old and on the cusp of being, oh, really? The USG? I think the Dream Machine Pro is probably what I need, but it just ticks me off, man, that it's not like it was a cheap router, but not that good. I think there are 3 different types of SK6812s. Yeah, warm, neutral, and cool. Yep. You're welcome, DJ. You are welcome. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. Kind of hard to understand how it works with WLED. Oh, we were going back to this. You have the Pro and I don't need it. Okay. And the USG has been pain-free for you, huh? USG update in the beta store. How many access points plus the Dream Machine? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I have a Dream Machine plus 4 access points, and my house is not that big. Can I get these things in the UK? Yes, you get them in the UK through this website. So if you go here down at the bottom, you would get them here through this worldwide store. They are currently sold out, but keep your eyes peeled and watch on Quindor's Discord. He can post it on mine too if you're on mine already, but watch on Quindor's Discord because he will post when they are back in stock. The other thing I've thought about doing is running as far as managing the Unifi network as just for the controller. I could use the home assistant add-on. If I just had the decent hardware or whatever, I could probably run it off my Blue. Anyways. Yeah, when they will be available again, they will be available again soon. So Quindor's probably gone to bed now, but he has been making some very good modifications. So one of the issues that we had initially with the DrZzs, you see this little jumper, that little yellow jumper there? That little yellow jumper is how you manage it between 12 volts and 5 volts. And the problem was initially, oh, he's still here. Man, dude, do you never sleep? It's like 3 a.m. or something. Anyway, that little jumper, if you were using 5-volt LEDs, then you put it on 5 volts and it would just let the voltage from the power supply go through to the controller and out to the LEDs. Okay. If you were using 12-volt LEDs, the control board that sits on top can only use 5 volts or 3.3 volts. And if you gave it 12 volts, you will kill it. So if you were going to use 12-volt LEDs, which a lot of the good LEDs are going to be 12 volts, a lot of the WS2811s that you put outside that they call pixels, they're going to be 12 volts. There's strips of WS2811s that are 12 volts. There's lots of reasons that you would use 12 volts. There's others too, but I don't buy the expensive ones generally. Anyways, if you were using a 12-volt power supply, and you had your jumper set to 5 volts, your controller would go boom. But now, as Quindor is saying, the new pre-assembled boards have a full auto 5 to 24 volts for main power and a 5-volt external. Oh, so 5-volt external you can connect something else to? So anyways, what that does, we had a lot of people initially that zapped their the control board part of this because of that jumper. They didn't move the jumper right. They didn't understand the jumper, didn't know, and put it in the wrong place. I did it. I destroyed my own boards that way more than once. So Quindor has redesigned the DrZz Uno and the DrZz Quad to have a different kind of power regulating mechanism, so it knows what you connect to it. Quindor has enough LEDs to do his 24/24 sun. Probably. Keeps the board online while extra relay turns the big power supply off. That's right. Looks bigger in the pictures. In that picture? Yeah, it's small. Okay, there was a few questions here. So Shark Tamer used the ~ask. Thank you, Shark Tamer. I haven't been paying attention to that, and Sir Goodenough's probably not. He's not here tonight, so he's not keeping me on task with that. We're running like crazy. Sir Goodenough's not here. Ah! Oh, don't let me do that again. All right. What is Hyperion for? Is it just for the TV backlighting? Yes, Shark Tamer. Yes, that is right. Hyperion runs on a Raspberry Pi. Can do a 0 or something more. And it is just for the backlighting on your TV or computer screen. There is an alternative called Luciferin, which runs only on PC, Linux, and Mac. They say is coming, but it just does the backlighting for the TV screen as well. But it's doesn't use a Raspberry Pi. It uses one of those ESP32s or 8266s. So it's cheaper. Instead of being like $15 for a Pi Zero, or more for, a 3 or something, $30-$40 for those, you can run it on a $2, $3 WS20, it's not WS, ESP8266. All right, I use the UDMP with 4 APs with a Wi-Fi bridge and auto and outbuilding with 2 other APs. Works very well up to 20 plus days at a time till go messing around with it. Though I wish I had gone with pfSense. SG11 is goodbye. SG, what is that? Is that a router? Yeah, I think it is. SG1100, that's a router, right? Oh boy. Okay, here we go. I gotta catch up. Catch up. Looks bigger in the pictures. It's bigger on the inside. We're in the same country as me, so... Oh, there we go. Gimme! Quebec. Couldn't remember how to do it. pfSense is the way to go for firewall. Thought maybe it was some kind of enhanced WLED UI or something. Nope. Can you do a quick walkthrough of creating patterns, if this is possible? I can try. Stay away from pfSense 2.5 until they fix their crap. Uh-oh. Does WLED work with the matrix? Yes-ish. It does, but it doesn't do like a matrix pattern. There aren't any... Well, there might be 1 or 2 now. I can't remember. I thought he might be working on some effects that would work with a matrix. But by default, most of the effects are not made for a matrix. So yes, it will work on a matrix, and I've run it on matrices, but it's not necessarily built for a matrix. The SG1100 is for pfSense. Okay, so a walkthrough of creating a pattern if possible. All right, let's see. Creating a pattern. So here's what you do. Turn on this peak first, okay? And this peak will show you what is being displayed, Adam. All right? It'll show you what's being displayed on your lights, even if you don't have any lights connected. Like this one, I don't have any lights connected. So what it's showing me is that it's showing the solid effect, and it's using just this one color. All right? Now, if I want to use something like this color gradient, then I need a second color, right? Why is that not showing me? Oh, colors 1 and 2, sorry. Peak. What the frick? Oh, that's weird. Solid. Why is solid? Solid should show that color. Okay. Let's try this again. Peak. Solid. This one's not using the... Oh, maybe solid doesn't do the 2 colors. Yeah, solid just doesn't do the 2 colors. These others do. Some of them. Okay. All right. Well, let's pick so you don't want solid, right? You want something else. So let's pick something else. First, I have to put this back to this so it doesn't drive me crazy. So pick the effect that you like, or something that's like what you want it to be here. So let's pick chase. All right. So chase, it froze. Chase has a band of the primary color, and then it looks like a gradient of the other color. Or you can set it to one color and make this black. That's not going to do anything. Chase flash. That's not going to do anything. This is always how it works. It's always exactly how it works. So pick an effect that is something that you like and then change it. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to get to here. What I'm trying to get to is pick something you like and change it. Okay. It looks like it's doing some sort of a chase. So the ways you can change it. So some of the ones that, like if you wanted to make an effect that had running. Running is one that I think is a pretty good example. What the bleep? Did I make segments out of this or something and miss it? Oh, because it thinks it has 800 LEDs. Let's set it to 100. Let's change that. Oh, I am so bad at doing this. It's like I've never done it before in my life. I'm so sorry. We don't have 100. Let's say we have 100. Okay. That'll help us to see it a little bit better up there. All right. Blink rainbow. Okay, great. Let's try it. Let's go back down here to running. Running is a good one. Okay. All right. So there we go. Running 2. Okay. So let's say you have this effect, but you want specific colors. Great. So you can pick a secondary color. So this is your primary color. Let's say we don't like that primary color. Let's say we want that as the primary color. Okay, so that changes that primary color. Then this space in between the primary color is going to be the secondary color. So let's pick something like that. So now we've got those two things, okay? The other thing you can do is change the intensity. This little flame here means intensity. So for this particular effect, which is called running 2, if I change the intensity, it changes how big these sections are. Okay, and I can make them smaller if I go down this way. See that? Now they're tiny. I go up here, it makes them big. And you can also then change how fast it goes. That slowed it down, so let's make it go faster. All right, now it's faster. Now, what was that command, guys, that said, what was it that we did? We set this and then we put something in there and it will give us a, is it the preview? Yes, it is. When you hit peak, means this. It makes this here show up, and that shows you what is being displayed on the lights if they're not in front of you. Looking for downlights for my home theater room in YouTube channel of ZemiSmart, say video supply by DrZzs. Really? It's a 4-inch downlight. Really? Video supply by DrZzs. Oh, you know what it probably says? They asked me if they could use something that I did for them or something like that a long time ago. And that's probably what it was. I think they sent me some things and I recorded something and let them use it on their advertising probably. Hyperion Video Splitter should pass NVIDIA Shield Pro HDMI signal. Yes, it should, Darren. It should. There are problems occasionally with digital rights stuff. but it seemed to work well for me. I didn't try it with an NVIDIA Shield, but I tried it with like Fire Stick, Amazon Fire Stick, Roku, Xbox, and those all worked. Tried the OTA WLED on my digital quad, and it bricked it. Had to remove ESP32 flash on the PC. Eric has done a fantastic job. He has done, John. I think we're certainly getting to the point where it is, it's getting like big, right? There's a lot of stuff happening on a tiny little brain. I mean, not just this tiny little brain, right? Like the actual chip is a tiny little brain. From Home Assistant image install /can si till oc CPU rpi4b. Don't know what that means. The laptop died just as you were answering my question. Dang it. You're welcome, Troy. You are welcome. How does WLED work with them? Okay, I answered that one. Good. Yeah, Adam. And then this is just, you can keep doing it with different colors, right? So like here's a scanner. So here's like, you can do your two primary colors. Let's slow down the speed a little bit. And the peak preview thing, it lags sometimes where your actual effect won't lag. But there's another example of how you can use an effect that they have here, adjust the colors and adjust the intensity and the speed and get an effect that you want. Yeah. Not every effect here is changeable. If you go here, this is the WLED wiki page, and it has all kinds of instructions. Okay. Tells you everything you need to know. And it gives you tons of information. So some of the information, like what you're asking about there, is the effects, list of effects and palettes. So I'm going to list of effects and palettes, and looks like my computer is really slow. So here are, and I'm going to turn this off. Oh no, that's okay. This shows you what the different effects do. All right. And it does tell you here what the intensity slider does. So in some cases, the intensity slider doesn't do anything. Yay, thank you, Terry Lab, Super Chat. Super Chat, Canadian, $5. Thank you. Do you like unicorns or planes? So unicorns or planes. The effects are also in Home Assistant, that's right. Quindor and the Hookup and other. You made my pandemic. You're welcome. For a year that my martial arts school is closed, I learned tons of awesome fat stuff from you. WLED, ESP Home, Tasmoda. Thank you. Thank you, Thierry. I am glad to hear it. All right. Rainbows. And then there are some things where it does tell you, like here, it tells you it fades smoothly between the primary and the secondary color. So if you wanted to go with fade, you could go here to fade. Oh, you can search now. Search bar's up here. I could go fade. Oop, I spelled it wrong. Fade. Okay, bang. So now if I do fade, it should fade between the two colors, my two primary colors. So it kind of goes to a pink and then a green, and a pink and then a green. I can speed it up, and it will probably look like it's flashing pretty much. Right? So say those, those are kind of dumb colors. Let's say it's blue and green. Say you're a Seahawks fan or something. Right? And again, this is really glitch and laggy right now, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like if you don't have your LED sitting in front of you. Anyways, you can poke through this, and this is probably the place to kind of plan out your effect. You can look at this, you can get a preview of what that effect is going to look like and whether or not it's going to use the colors that you select or whether it has default colors. There are some that have default colors, like, well, Colorful doesn't actually have default colors. It has a little bit of default colors. It has some pastel or very unsaturated colors versus some more saturated colors. And is this the one that in between has the palette? Or is that a different one? So Merry Christmas. This one is just red and green all the time, right? No matter what you do, it's red and green. This one, it doesn't say, oh, fire. So this one's fire, so it's probably not going to change. Gradient does use the primary color, a saturation gradient of the primary color. Sawtooth pattern. This one doesn't say it here, but it's going to use at least the primary color, if not primary and secondary color. Circus is a pattern of secondary red and white. So it'll use red, white, and your secondary color of choice. That's kind of cool. Like wipe. So try wipe, like wipe, but turns LEDs off as the third color. So chase, but with 3 colors. So try chase. So say you have 3 colors in your favorite team. So let's do try chase. I'm going to stop after this because I think I got the point across. Try chase. Okay, we're going to pick try chase. Now we're going to change that effect. We're just going to put it right in the middle. And then let's say our third color is red. Right? There you go. Or you can, I mean, with this, you can do things like, you know, do your red, white, and blue or whatever. Woo, Doug. Oh, thanks for $30,000 on Control 4. Yes, please don't do that. Oh my gosh. If any of your friends are contemplating spending $1 million on Control 4, come see us first. Thank you very much, Doug. That's awesome. Blade! You're alive! Blade's alive. How you feeling, man? Can you taste your food yet? Can you smell things okay? So here's red, white, and blue. This is showing up like that because I have this thing turned on. Otherwise, it would look like this. All right, so there I've got, but it's not red. I've got red and then white and then blue. So there's my own red, white, and blue effect. Right, like that. So if you're like, I don't know who is red, white, and green, but if you're red, white, and green, there you go, right? Could watch all day, mess with these. So helpful. In full depth video would be awesome. Thank you. Very, very annoying at this point. No taste or smell still. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well, I can tell you for what it's worth, dude. For what it's worth. Thank you very much. Kanye West. What? For what it's worth, Blade, Zoe is getting better about hers. Thank you, Lenny. Is this like did somebody gift subscriptions here? Or is this what's happening? I never did anything for, was it Thierry? I was going to do unicorns or planes. Oh, hey, why is my stuff not showing up? Why is my guy not showing up on the screen? That ain't right. That ain't right. What about Fat Uni? Is he coming? There he is. Whew. Have I decided where you're going to use WLED at the Whobbit Hole? Yes, Chris, for sure, at the pavilion. At the pavilion, because it's way up high, so I'll use it up there for people to be able to see it. And you can see it for miles. Down at the Whobbit Hole itself, I'll probably pick another, maybe I'll do something around the front door or, something like that. But definitely up high where everybody can see it. Yeah, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, brother. Yeah, I think, it's not been long enough to say that everybody gets their sense of smell and taste back, but Zoe had it back in September, and she still has some, but it's better. It's getting better. She's like, hey, I can taste this the other day, so that's good. 3 months to get taste and smell back from COVID. Yeah, there you go. At this point, my cat no longer reacts to your chimes. She's just that tired. Does the cat usually react? Oh, the other thing I was going to do, somebody was asking about the 24 hours, like up and down. Hold on. We got to go back to this so I don't blind myself. And then I'll probably get ready to finish off so I can eat some food and figure out what to do with the rest of my life. Would love to see it if it shows up on Google Earth. If they haven't updated the satellite pictures of that place in forever. I think the ones that are up there from like 2006 or something. Blinded by the light. It might be a train. We'll fly a drone over when it's done, too. Okay. What I was going to say is this. HTTP request API. So this tells you everything that you need to know. And I know it seems a bit like, I don't want to say archaic, but it seems a bit tricky but it's not. It's like a little bit of a different language, but it's not hard. You know, you do these and then a code equals and then a number, and you can do a whole bunch of those things. So you should be able to say, well, you can trigger it to come on at dusk or whatever, come on at nighttime by going in here. First, I need to set up the time. NTP server, we're going to set this to my time zone, which is USMDT, and then save. Now let's go back here. Whoops, I went to the wrong one. Okay, now it knows what time and day it is. All right, great. So then what you need to do here, actually, well, you can't really set it to do it at a certain like sunrise or sunset in WLED, I don't think. Was there one? No, there kind of was, right? Wait, there was a new one. Where was it? Countdown. Timed light, countdown preset, button. Press. Maybe there was one in here somewhere. They add new features and I don't even get to keep up on all of them because they add them too fast. I thought maybe there was a sunrise and sunset one, right, guys? I think it would be cool to have the big round door to be able to open on its own if triggered. Oh, that would be cool. Time is fine? Okay, good. Let's do it by time. Home Assistant under developer tools, get the service call, convert it to JSON, use Node-RED. Okay. Command and value APIs are one that are full. Yes, use Node-RED. But we're trying to do it without Node-RED. I know, because it's just because I like doing things the hard way. Aha. Okay. So go to the macros page. Go to the macros page. And if say you wanted it to come on at a certain time of day. All right. Oh, first we got to do the preset first. First, set the preset. All right. So let's say you wanted it to fade from off to full brightness or something like that. Work doesn't care about the sunrise. Okay, fair enough. So you want it to come on at sunrise. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go back first and make the preset. So let's create a preset. There is a preset in here called sunrise, right? Yes, there is an effect called sunrise. And if you turn on the peak, sunrise does this. See that? It kind of comes all the way up. But I think you'd have to like go all the way down. I think if you're all the way down, I wonder how long it would take. I don't know if I have the patience to watch this. Thank you very much, he who trolls. 0 to 100 for 20 minutes. Okay, well, let's do it a different way. This one, I don't know how long it would take to go to 20 minutes, but this one's kind of cool because it starts out as a, let's turn up the effect so you can see it. It starts out red and then it kind of does go like a sunrise, you know? So it's kind of cool. But the trick would be you want it to go for 0 to 100 for 20 minutes. Okay. So let's go back here to look at this, and we're going to want to, I'm trying to think of what's the way to do that. Notifications, presets, macros, segments, general, probably search for brightness. Master brightness. Okay. So A equals something. All right. So let's say you want it to just be a color. All right, let's just pick yellow. You want the sun to be yellow and you want it to be solid. Great. Solid yellow. Okay, done. Solid yellow. We're going to create a preset and we're going to just call the preset morning. Okay, and we're going to tell it to use the current state and stuff. Great, fine. Set the preset. Morning. There it is. Now, you go in here to, oh, actually we have to make another one, right? Create a preset that is going to use an API command. So this will be wake up. We'll call it wake up. All right. So what we're going to do is tell it to turn on that preset. Okay. That preset, if we can how we're going to get it to fade up. It's an interesting question. I'm not sure. I'm sure it can do it. String, macros, segments. Fade color from primary to secondary. Fade type. No. Apply preset brightness. Well, PL equals is how you get it to turn on a certain preset. So you're going to have to go back in here and then say PL equals 1. Okay, so that'll turn that preset. But before we do that, let's have it set the brightness. I don't think we can do a delay. That's my problem here. My problem here is I don't think I can do a delay. Nightlight delay. Yeah, nightlight delay is not going to do it. Time, cycle time and preset, set transition time, TT. I don't know, man. I'd have to think about this. Need to use LED setting timed light. Kills me every time I try a new wake up routine. Yeah, node red. Yeah, I think, definitely Blade. That's I'm with you. I'm with you. Digital Archmage. At this point, I have tons of hardware and a billion questions about Home Assistant and don't know where to start. Raspberry Pi 4, spare Blade server I could use, Reolink cameras, bunch of Sonoff stuff. Awesome, Digital Archmage. You'll be just fine. You know what we don't have yet with WLED that might be helpful that we do have with Home Assistant is cookbooks, right? Or something like that, where somebody could say, well, I want this effect. And, I want a macro that does this. It'd be nice if we had some of those. Right now that I've been streaming now for over 2 hours. I haven't eaten much. I'm losing my brain a little bit. I would need to think about how to transition this. I can get it to turn on, we can set this so that it turns on that preset. And then we could do it so that it sets the brightness, right? What did we decide the brightness was? A equals, say, 1. But then what I would need is something in here to be like a transition to a higher brightness over a certain amount of time. But I can't really think about it. If you use Node Red for anything else, or if you use Home Assistant at all, or you don't have to use Home Assistant to use Node Red. You just need Node Red to run somewhere, and then you need to be able to connect your WLED to Node Red, which you can do through MQTT or or Home Assistant. Then you should be hanging on by a thread. Yeah, Street Wiz. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off here in a sec. So, anyways, what's this got? Here's my son's nightlight in Node Red. Color name dark blue. Brightness %2. Effect solid. That's easy. And then you have it a timer, right? Yeah, Node Red would run fine on a Blade on a Raspberry Pi or any old thing, right? On an old Casio calculator. All right. Guys, I am fading fast. You can hear that? It's the sound of an empty Dr. Pepper container. So I'm sorry, Ivan, that I didn't accomplish the mission here. I'm sure there's a way, and I would love to see it, but I don't have it just yet. And then what you would do, so say you would do this, let's save it, right? Let's save it. Let's say we had that in there. Then you would go in here and set it under macros and set the time right here. So you say, 5 a.m., then run preset number 2 every day except Saturday and Sunday. Okay, that's what that would do for what that's worth. All right. I really like, the reason that I like doing it, I know Blade, you're right, Node Red, and I would probably do it through Node Red, but one reason that I do like doing it in WLED is because Maybe it's going to change with Quindor's new external antenna and Ethernet boards and stuff, but for the most part, when you're running WLED on these little Wi-Fi controllers, often, I was going to say sometimes, I was going to say a lot of times, but I'm just going to say often, it will disconnect from your network. Okay? If it's not connected to your network, Node-RED can try and tell it to turn on or turn off, and it won't. But if the macro and the preset is saved on this, do you like how I'm shaking this at you? If the macro and the preset is saved on the actual chip, then regardless of what else is going on in your house with your Wi-Fi or Home Assistant or Node-RED or anything else, it will still do what it's supposed to do at the time it's supposed to do it. That's why I like to try and do it on the macros when possible. But all right. And it wouldn't even be Node-RED that would be the point of failure. I would say it's Wi-Fi that's a point of failure. And, you know, we all know Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has, Wi-Fi is a failure point. I mean, heck, Ethernet is even a failure point sometimes. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for being here. It was fun hanging out. I got a lot of stuff to do for the next few days. I got to think about what it is. Check Paul Hibbert, the Chinese Echo clone. Need to hack that. Ooh, I do need to hack that. I am getting hangry. You're right. I got to go downstairs to see if there's any food in the house. All right. That's all for now. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. By the way, next time it might be, if it's next Sunday, it will be early next Sunday. Because I got to go up to Aidendale next Sunday, and we're doing a big filming next Monday. Not tomorrow, but the next week. So, Dallin EXE. All right, everybody. Ooh, the Zigbee. Ooh, the Zigbee. Adios.